Hello, internet world. So I haven't made any recordings for a while. I've been really busy with this housing project, protests, power to the people. Yeah. Last week, 4 of us delivered 1,000 leaflets in the community, which was really good. We've got some more leaflets coming. Well, we've got 2,000 leaflets coming this afternoon at some point. So tonight, after rainbows, I need to be sitting and folding them up and counting them. I'm putting them into piles, so I've made little notes of which streets need doing and how many houses in each street. But we had a meeting last night where we reckon over 200 people came. It should have been in the church hall, and we ended up having it in the church because there just wasn't enough room. It was crazy. The thing is, I'm really tired now. I have a wonderful thing called fibromyalgia, and fibromyalgia is a bitch. She tries to control me as much as she can, and I try and say no, and then every so often I have a little crash. I have a flare up and I have to stop. So fibromyalgia, fibro means muscles, myalgia means pain. Okay, and you think, oh, you get pain in your muscles, that's nice. No, it's just so much more than that. Fibromyalgia is a syndrome, which means it's made up of loads of different things, and there's 2 main components of fibromyalgia, and they're both pretty horrible. Number 1, pain, as it says in the title, fibromyalgia, and the pain travels. It's which is really annoying because you can 1 minute you can have like your hands really hurt or your wrists really hurt, and then a minute later it's in your ribs or it's in your face or your legs, and it's not. People go, oh, is it around the joints? No, it's not the joints. It's actually the muscles, and you can have several different types of pain. It can be a dull ache, toothache, period pain in your body, which is horrible, or you can get this one where it's just a sudden sharp ow pain. And sometimes I do just suddenly go, ow, and people look at me and they go, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, oh, my fibro's playing up. And they go, oh, what's that then? So the pain bit, that's a joy. And it makes you stiff and stuff like that. And the other bit of fibro, which is the killer, is it makes you tired. It makes you so sleepy because it stops you, it prevents you from actually having deep sleep, the REM sleep. So that's kind of important. The problem is it takes you ages to get to sleep, and then when you get to sleep, it's not deep sleep, and then the slightest sound you can wake up again. So it's like, oh great, my body's doing this. So this morning it was I think it was about 20 to 6 my body decided to wake up. My head didn't want to wake up at 20 to 6, trust me, and I lay there until 7:30, trying to be quiet and not disturb anybody either, but it doesn't always work. He was happy that she's in the video today. Look, there she is. Hi there. Whatever. Fibro also has lots of other things. Sometimes I can't speak. I see the words I want to say in my head, but from going to my head to my mouth, they can't come out. And people look at me like I'm absolutely stupid, and they do. They think I'm dumb. They think, oh, you're so silly. Because I know the word I want to say and I can't say it, I can't pronounce it, or I can't vocalise it. And sometimes I can't see the word and I know what I want to describe. Like describing words are really hard sometimes. And remembering people's names is really hard as well. Oh. So a lot of the time if you see, I just go, hiya, how you doing? I'm thinking, I know who you are, but I have absolutely no idea who you are. So there's that, the cognitive stuff, just a forgetting. And it's called fibro fog, and it's like you have this cotton wool head. It's foggy. That's it. It's foggy. You have a foggy head, and it's fibro fog, and you can know something and then you don't know something. I can put something down. This morning, I was helping my little girl get ready for school, and I said, right, come on, then put your tights on. I had the tights in my hand, grey Marks and Spencer's tights, because it's cold, it's Yorkshire. I put them down. And I said, where are your tights? And she says, I don't know. She says, you had them. We had her bedroom upside down. And they were next to me. Couldn't see them. Or, you know, that people say, oh, I'm always doing that. I go into a room and then when you get there, you've forgotten what you're going in for. Yeah, that's my life, pretty much. How I function at work is beyond me. I mean, although I'm sure some people would say I don't function at work. So that's one thing. Irritable bladder syndrome. Well, that's a doozy of a one. So you have the irritable bowel, that goes with fibromyalgia, and then you have irritable bladder. All of a sudden, I'll be like, need a wee now. And I have to go for a wee because if I don't, I'm stuck. So I'm one of these people that I cannot leave a building until I've had a wee. Because if I'm on a bus, I'm screwed. Okay. Because fibromyalgia is wonderful. Yay, fibro. What else have we got? So we've got the irritable bowel, the irritable bladder. Oh, dry eyes. That's really good. We have these. You get this really sharp pain. It feels like somebody's pushing drawing pins behind your eyeballs. That's nice. Jaw ache. A lot of pains in the face here. What else? Gosh, forgetting things. Walking into things. No coordination. Brilliant. I can be standing still and suddenly I'm wobbly and then I will fall over. Oh, I don't fall over. I just fall down. That's how I describe it. I fall down. And I mean, there's a list. There's a book somewhere I've got, and it's called Fibromyalgia and Other Invisible Illnesses. And there's like 4 pages of possible symptoms that go with it. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. And the big thing about fibromyalgia is that doctors don't always recognise it, especially some of the old school doctors, because they just say it's in your head. Or have a proper diet. I'm a vegetarian. I spent years being told I was tired because I didn't eat meat. Rubbish. It's not true. I was told I was depressed. Well, of course I'm depressed. I hurt and I'm tired. It's not going to make you cheerful, is it? I'm not depressed. I mean, sometimes I have bad days where I get a bit down, but I certainly wouldn't describe myself as clinically depressed. And then when you do get diagnosed, and I'll be honest, I will tell you now, I got fibromyalgia when I was 19, okay? I was diagnosed when it was 13 years later, so 34. So I was 34 when I was diagnosed. Now, having something 13 years and being told that it's in your head, it's in your mind, it's because you don't eat meat, it's because you don't exercise, it's because you're not doing this, it's because you're cold, it's because you're anemic. Never been anemic. Yada, yada, yada. That does a lot of damage to somebody, really. I mean, I'm lucky because I'm quite, I'd like to use the word stable, but I'm sure my husband would disapprove of that and say, stable. It's not good for your self-esteem either. And the fact that you do make mistakes and you walk into things and you can't say your words, and people genuinely, especially in meetings, I mean, I'm a deputy manager, and you know, and if I'm sitting in a meeting and I can't say the word, people look at me like I'm thick, and and you can see them thinking, how in God's name did you get the job? And I say a lot. That's one of the good thing, isn't it? Yeah, especially because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. And that's one of the reasons I spend a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to say before I say it. Because if I don't, I'm not going to say it. Gone, poof. It's like a fleeting thought that dashes out of my head. You sure they're good. Sighing. Oh, now sighing. That one really winds my husband up. It is actually a symptom of fibromyalgia is heavy breathing and sighing. So I'll go, and he'll be like, now what? What's wrong? Why are you sighing? Why are you huffing? I'm like, I'm breathing. And he's like, no, no. I'm like, I'm just breathing. It's fine. I mean, he's lovely. We've been married 23 years this year. And he's put up with me, and he's known me. Well, when he met me, I guess I just started showing the symptoms, and they thought it was arthritis when I was 19. They were like, got arthritis. It's not. And I'm not too bad at the moment. I'm a little bit puffy, but I'm not too bad. A couple of weeks ago when we had that snow, I couldn't actually get my wedding ring off because I swelled up like a balloon. It was like my feet were killing me all the time. I had fat feet, and my hands were really, really fat. I seriously, I could not do that at all. So I'm quite impressed that they've gone down now. So if anybody does tell you that they've got fibromyalgia and they're tired, please don't answer them and say, oh yeah, I'm tired too. Or just say, you know, if they're saying, oh, I'm really hurting, and they'll go, oh yeah, that's the weather. Don't tell them that they need to go and do something about it. Don't tell them it's in their heads. Please don't tell them that, you know, they're make-believing and, oh, you've always something wrong with you, okay? Because it's not true. Fibromyalgia is an invisible disability. It's not going to go away. There is no cure for it. I'm going to be in pain for the rest of my life, and I've been in pain since I was 19. Okay, I'm 45 now. Hey, great stuff. But I'm a fighter and I will keep going. But if you tell me any of those things, or the favourite one is, you don't look sick. Okay, I look tired today, don't I? But would you say I was sick or just a bit sleepy? Yeah, you can tell I'm tired because of the bags under my eyes. But don't tell me I don't look sick, because it's invisible. That's the whole point of invisible illness. You can't see it. Just because I don't use a stick. I do sometimes I use a stick, but not very often. I haven't used a stick in years, actually. I don't use a wheelchair. I haven't got a big plaster on the bits that hurt. I'd be like a mummy if I did. Just to show a bit of sympathy and listen. So if somebody says to you, I have fibromyalgia, say to them, you know, I'm sorry to hear that. How does that affect you? Is there anything I can do to make your day easier today? And that's the thing I need when I'm having a really bad flare-up, and the majority of the people I work with are fantastic. And if I say to them, I am having a fibro flare, they will say, right, Beth, what can we do to help your day get better today? And it normally involves having a cup of tea, which is brilliant, and I love them for that. They are the best work colleagues ever. And if any of you ever see this, which you probably won't because my videos are hidden and I've not advertised them, I love you all, miss you. Because I'm actually on leave at the moment, but I'll tell you about that another day. So yeah, what can I do to help your day get better? You're not going to be able to take the fibromyalgia away from them, but you know what? If it's something like you helping them get tablets out of a pill pot or popping them out of the packet, that's a help, because our fingers stop working, okay? If it's getting a cup of tea, or if it's holding the door open, or if it's just trying to translate somebody's thoughts for them. I have a friend, her name is Jane, and she is a marvel, okay? You know, sometimes I couldn't do without her, especially at work, because I work with her as well. And she finishes my sentences for me because she knows me so well. And if I say to her, Jane, my brain has stopped working, she will actually help me talk. I love her. So these are the things you need to do, and just be understanding and be kind, please, and don't be doing this, oh, we all get tired. Okay, so thank you very much. Fibromyalgia. So maybe we'll talk about it another day. If you've got any questions about it, leave me a comment and I'll try and answer them. Okay, because it's becoming more and more prevalently diagnosed. I don't think it's more of a, you know, it's not suddenly a new illness or a new disability. It's always been there, but it's had different names. It's not been diagnosed because the doctors don't, well, there's no test for it. It can't be diagnosed by a blood test or anything like that. So I'm just talking to my pussycat Shadow. Look, here he is, look. Say hello, Shadow. Yeah, there we go. So you can't be, there's no blood test for fibromyalgia. There's a pressure point test where they prod you, like in certain areas. And I'll tell you now, if you get prodded in those areas, you are across the room because it hurts. It really, really hurts. Good way of testing. And it's just people are reluctant to diagnose. And when you are diagnosed, there's no actual treatment apart from anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxants, painkillers, sleeping tablets, antidepressants. Yay! Which I don't take. I take painkillers and anti-inflammatories, and I exercise. And I try and exercise. I take Eva out every day. Eva, do we go walkies? Tell the people we go walkies. Look here. Yes, did we go walkies earlier? How lovely. And we go walkies every day, don't we? And you help Mummy exercise and keep going, because if Mummy didn't keep going, she'd stop. So, right, okay, well, that's nearly 15 minutes. Oh, you're going to be so bored of me by now. All right, then. Tatty bye. Don't forget, give us a like. You know, follow us. And if you've got any questions about fibromyalgia, please ask. All right then, take care everybody. Bye.